Hey, Jamie. Have you noticed how society is changing so rapidly these days?
Absolutely, Ali. It's like every day there's something new happening. I feel like technology is really shaping our interactions. Just look at how we communicate now, everything is instant.
I agree. Social media has both its perks and downsides. It connects people across the globe, but it can also create a lot of misunderstandings and even conflict. Sometimes, I feel like people forget there's a real person behind the screen.
Exactly. And then there's the issue of mental health. With everything being so public, it can be overwhelming for some. The pressure to portray a perfect life online is intense.
Right. I think it's so important to have real conversations and not just rely on online interactions. We need to remind ourselves that it's okay to be vulnerable and share our struggles.
Definitely. And community engagement is key. We should focus on building strong local connections, like organizing events or volunteering together. It brings people closer and helps create a support system.
For sure. Plus, it's refreshing to step away from screens and engage with people face to face. It fosters a sense of belonging that's hard to replicate online.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about the diversity in our society. Embracing different cultures and perspectives can really enrich our communities. It's all about learning from each other.
Yes. That diversity is what makes society vibrant. We should celebrate our differences instead of letting them divide us.
Exactly. If we can create spaces where everyone feels valued and heard, we can tackle some of the bigger issues we face today, like inequality and discrimination.
Well said. It's a collective effort, and every small action counts. Let's keep pushing for positive change in our communities. Sure. Here are some of the more difficult words and phrases from the conversation, along with their meanings and examples.
Ali, you mean we should discuss about hard vocabulary in this conversation?
Yes, here you go, Jamie.
1. Overwhelming, meaning something that is too much to handle or cope with. Example, the amount of information on the internet can be overwhelming for some people. 2. Portray, meaning to represent or depict something in a particular way. Example, she tried to portray her life as perfect on social media, but it wasn't always true. 3. Engagement, meaning participation or involvement in an activity or event. Example, community engagement is important for building strong relationships among neighbors. 4. Fosters, meaning to encourage or promote the development of something. Example, a good teacher fosters a love of learning in their student.
5. Diversity, meaning the presence of a range of different cultures, ideas, or people. Example, the diversity in our city makes it a vibrant place to live. 6. Inequality, meaning the state of not being equal, especially in status, rights, or opportunities. Example, many activists are fighting against social inequality in our society. 7. Discrimination, meaning the unjust treatment of different categories of people, often based on race, age, or gender. Example, discrimination in the workplace can lead to a toxic environment. Jamie, can you tell me one story on social discrimination because it's most crucial topic in society?
Yes, sure, I have one story. In a small town, there lived a young girl named Maya who loved to paint. Her vibrant artwork reflected the beauty of her surroundings and the emotions she felt. However, Maya belonged to a marginalized community that faced discrimination from the townspeople. They believed that her background made her art less valuable, and they often dismissed her talent. Despite the negativity, Maya continued to paint, using her art as a voice for those who were silenced. One day, she decided to hold an art exhibition in the town square, hoping to showcase her work and challenge the prejudices of the community. As the day approached, she faced doubt and ridicule from some, but she remained determined. On the day of the exhibition, people from all walks of life gathered to see Maya's work. As they walked through the display, they began to see the world through her eyes. The colors, emotions, and stories in her paintings resonated with them, breaking down the barriers of discrimination. By the end of the day, many who had once judged her were inspired by her talent and perspective. Maya's exhibition not only celebrated her art but also sparked conversations about acceptance and unity within the community, proving that creativity could bridge the gaps created by discrimination. If you like the content, please subscribe our channel for more such content.